USA took on Guyana in their first Gold Cup game. Um, USA had come off 2 losses in 2 friendlies. One to Jamaica, 1-0, and then a 3-1, I think, or 3-0 result against Venezuela. And they weren't really looking good leading up to this tournament, but they're at home, and you expect them to show out, and especially against Guyana, you expect them to get the goals, to golear, to get at least, I don't know, 3 goals against them to start out the tournament right. And the USA team was really sluggish at first. A lot of their players look off rhythm. Michael Bradley, for me, had very bad long balls and bad passes, looking for forwards or looking for attacking options. He's not as good. He's not as sharp as he used to be. Right here is just one of the efforts that Zardes had, but it was offsides. And the USA team, for me, it was kind of sluggish at first, but it really picked up during probably half of the first half, just after the 20 minutes of the first half. And they really started looking like a team. They really started attacking. They really started loosening up and starting to go in front and just trying to capitalize, try to get a goal as fast as they could. And they finally did by an effort by Arriola. And it's a good goal, good take. A pass by McKinney. Another prospect that I see, he's really good, in my opinion. Not going to say he's super good, but Arriola was attacking this whole game as well, and he looked very, very sharp in this game. He was attacking at every possession, every ball. He was running, or he was trying to get himself and make something happen. So it's good that USA has a player like that that's willing to do that. Here's the effort by, I think, Boyd. And this guy right here, for me, is something of a revelation. Not a revelation, but maybe a new type of player that USA was maybe lacking. He's very skillful, is what I see. This is an effort by Lima. And, I feel like Boyd is going to be something special for years to come. I really didn't know anything about this guy, but I kind of researched him later on when after the game. And I found out some things about him. And just right here, you can see that some of the Guyan, I can't even say Guyana players, my bad, I'm so sorry, are just trying to attack as well. They said that some of them played in England. I'm not too sure where they played, but they did look sharp at some instances, but they were really lacking some attacking threat. And I think they only got one shot off, and the goalie still looked good for the U.S., so that's a good thing. For me, Pulisic also looked off in this game. Here's one of the goals by Boyd. I think this is the second goal. And just like I said, the strikes, he had 2 goals, and it was just 2 clean strikes. And for me, it's something that USA was missing. They're missing that type of midfielder, or attacking midfielder, like this guy, that's going to push up and actually strike the ball when needed, when things are getting tight. Because basically, that's what it was. It was just him saying, I'm going to hit this ball one time because I believe in myself, and I know that I can hit these, and I know I've been training them. And yeah, he's a very good player. Right here, you can see the third one, really stupid goal of Zardes. For me, I feel like they shouldn't be even playing him. He looked really off in this game. He doesn't look like the quality that USA demands. It's better than Guyana's, but in a crucial game, maybe against Panama or Costa Rica or Honduras or Jamaica, one of the higher opponents in CONCACAF, especially in Mexico, they're gonna need a better forward option than Zardes. Here's an attack that went wide by Arriola, and that's what I'm saying. They need a better number 9. For me, they should probably play Josie Altidore as the number 9, the the official number 9 because he's more of an attacking threat. And we'll see what happens as time goes on, as the USA coach gets things in order. I feel like he was just maybe testing some players, maybe giving them minutes, knowing that this is the weakest member in their group, and he was probably just giving minutes to some of the players. I see that right here. Pulisic was kind of mad for being subbed off, but for me, it's great because he's been on vacation. He's not really looking sharp, and it's good that he only put 60 minutes, and he has to keep him fresh because he's going to need him against the bigger teams, the bigger opposition. And we'll just see what happens with USA. I kind of like how they play. They're very offensive. They're very attack-minded, and they're very quick on their possession going up the field, and it's really good. I kind of like that the coach has implemented a lot of players from the MLS. Not saying that they haven't done that before. Maybe under Bruce Arena they've had aspects of that. But I don't know. The players that he's picked, they're kind of young. They kind of see that they have something to prove, that they are willing to attack. And I don't know. It's a different type of USA team than I've seen before. These guys really are attack-minded. They go forward. They try to break the lines. They try to do a lot more things that I haven't seen from USA teams in the past. They're really running. You can see their effort in like every run they take. In the possession game as well, they try to recover the ball as fast as they can. And a lot of these guys are in MLS teams. Right here is like the last goal right here. You can see it by Boyd. And just like I said, even though it bounced off the defender's back, it's still a good effort. It's a good strike. Not that many people could do that. And I'm not going to take it from him just because it hit the other defender. And like I said, a lot of this group, or this main group right here, of players that played were MLS-based players, and I feel like it's good because he picked young ones instead of just picking old veterans and things like that, which was what maybe cost USA their ticket to the World Cup back in 2018 or 17 when they were qualifying. 18 when they were qualifying, because they picked a lot of older players. And there is players that the coach trusts, like probably Michael Bradley, Josie Altidore. I don't know who else is like older that's still playing, but he has a lot of young talent. He's basically looking at all the MLS prospects, and I kind of like that. I rate it. We'll see what happens in further games. I do rate Arriola. I have seen them before. I've seen his quality. I've seen him in Mexico with Cholos, and I think he played in some other Mexican team as well, and right now he's at DC United, but I didn't expect him to be as good as he looked, or as sharp as he looked. For me, these are like probably USA's best players at the moment. Pulisic probably looking off because he really hasn't really played, and he's been on vacation, and he doesn't play in Borussia Dortmund because Jordan Sancho basically took his spot. And just Boyd, I don't really know anything about him, but I think I read that he played in Turkey or something like that. And not saying that that's a bad league or that's a bad move, but it's better than the MLS, just in quality, not probably talking in a monetary sense. But, I mean, we'll see what happens with him as well. He's new to the squad. They said that they just added him. And I think he's like 24. And like this is like his debut in an official game. And he got 2 goals. And there was a lot of players that I kind of liked. McKinney was one of them. I saw that he was running the whole time. He kind of got injured. He kind of pulled like a hamstring or some type of injury of that sort. And that kind of sucks. We'll see if he's okay for the rest of the games. And just we'll see what happens as the group games keep following. Like I said, Boyd was playing in Turkey. And something that I thought was weird is that I think he actually changed alliances, meaning that he changed like nationalities. He was in he's like of a different nationality. I think I read that he was from New Zealand. And not saying that that's strange or that cannot happen, or maybe he does have American parents, but I mean, I didn't expect that from him. But yeah, he's from New Zealand. He plays in Turkey. I think They said he was on loan to a Turkish team, and that's good. This type of players, I feel like they should be calling up, that they're trying to prove themselves and that want to play for the American team, for the national team, instead of calling up all these older guys and things like that. They should look at the high prospects and not probably convince players to play for USA, because maybe they'll call them up and things like that. Like I think like they did with Aaron Johansson or something like that. His name was. He was from Iceland and he was scoring goals for one season, and they called him up for like 2 3 seasons. But he didn't even go to the World Cup with USA, and then he didn't even go to the Euros with Iceland because he said that they would never qualify for the World Cup, things like that. And I feel like you should just pick the players that want to play for US and not try to convince them to play for the US. But we'll see what happens in the future and how they line up. Like I said, I don't think Jazzy Zardes should be the main man, the main number 9, the main striker. For me, in my opinion, it should be Josie Altidore, but we'll see what the coach does. I just don't see the quality. I know he has confidence in him because he's played in his team, but for me, Josie Altidore is just a better striker. He's more clinical. He seems more involved in the play, and he can actually try to shoot off a pass or whatever. Things that I saw that Jazzy Zardes is kind of lacking because of the quality of the players that give him passes that they expect him to be shooting and things like that. And the USA team is going to be progressing. I'm pretty sure they're going to be out this group very easily. We'll see what happens, and this is all I got to say. Hope you liked the video.